Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing from the outset is Penix. Over the middle, complete. That's Franklin. And he'll get about 6 there before he is taken down rather rudely and abruptly. 2nd down and 4. First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson. And he'll get maybe a couple, if that, up to the 46. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Let's go now. Panther Street. Panther Street. Alert. Alert. Hey, check that. Check that. Street. Street.
On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
The Buccaneers at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visiting Bucs who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Tampa. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be Falcon football. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know that this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes, because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season that could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not.
Robinson gets the toss on the right side. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Penix working out of the gun here. Looking left side of it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Can almost see inside his face mask there, the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Handoff running left, Irving. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care.
Oh, and now some space doubling. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 46 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Off the play fake. Short. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. You talk about this Falcon defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
19 tight. 19 tight. Check go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Penix. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And a hard tackle there as he'll go down after a gain of about 5. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. In motion, the tight end. And looking to throw, Penix. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the 1st down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
Taking it about the 36. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Here's 2nd and 8. Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
70 Lions. Here we go, set.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. This is caught by McMillan. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Set up. Check, Bobcat. Check, Bobcat. Ready.
They run out of the gun with Irving. And he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Connects with Kittle underneath.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Here's O'Connell looking to throw it. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Let's go.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now it's O'Connell. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Arnold Ebiketie. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will stay at a 7-point game. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Robinson up the middle. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
From the shotgun, it's Penix. For Marshall, that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Toss play to Robinson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll throw with Penix. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 13-yard line. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the 2nd quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. Now Marshall coming in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Now Penix. And that is caught. Touchdown Falcons. Terrace Marshall laying himself out in the end zone. And the Falcons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Back to throw, O'Connell. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And O'Connell now to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And they're going to face a third down. O'Connell looking to throw yet again. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. Throwing, O'Connell. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Anderson. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, the way things have been going to this one, Charles, it was only a matter of time before this defense got involved and made a big play. And oh, it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. And after all that, they are set up in unbelievable field position. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
19 tight, 19 tight. 18 rattle, 18 rattle, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Warrior 70. Ready.
Here's O'Connell. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And they go play action here with O'Connell. And that'll be incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Here's 2nd and 10.
79 Broncos. Set. Panther 11. Panther 11. Get up.
Now O'Connell. Being chased out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Dragon 60. Buffalo 18. Mustang 19.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Still on his feet. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down on the 37.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Robinson toss play left side. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
68 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
He'll buy some time right. And Gordon's got it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And give him a gain of 37. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 27.
Trap 60, trap 60.
To throw here, O'Connell. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Moody good with the extra point. And that cuts this lead down to 13. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Robinson. And they can't bring him down. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Robinson with another carry. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
And Pitts is going to pick up a Falcons 1st down as he's inside the 40 to the 38-yard line. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta. Here's Penix. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll make it 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
To the air, Penix. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Looking to throw, Penix. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. Robinson will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2. No one left in the backfield as they send a man left. They'll try and throw with Penix. Steps away to his left. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for 2. out as the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And able to get this out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the third quarter from Tampa. Back to throw. O'Connell. This one caught by Kittle. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
19 tight, go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. That is incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Now a 2nd and 10.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Shut up. 60 Maverick. Warriors 70.
And once again, O'Connell back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Panther 11.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 41-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go.
Back to throw again. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field.
Track it, 60. Ready?
Off the play fake. O'Connell. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Here's 2nd and 3.
Buffalo 18.
Sticking to the air with O'Connell here. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's O'Connell looking to throw it. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
A run up the middle with Irving. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Mustang 19. Trap 60. Go.
Now it's O'Connell. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
Jake Moody now on for the field goal.
This a 31-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that'll get the deficit back to 16. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down.
Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
From the shotgun, it's Penix.
Rolling to his left.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. And looking to throw, Penix.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
And the Bucs are right back in this football game.
2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Straight ahead, it's Irving.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
79 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Back to throw now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Back to throw, O'Connell. Oh, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now.
And O'Connell now to throw.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
79 Broncos.
They'll go for it. O'Connell.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Panther 11. Check go.
Off the play fake, here's O'Connell.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Dragon 60.
To the air again with O'Connell. This is caught by McMillan.
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 18.
Cowboy 8. Buffalo 18.
Throwing, O'Connell.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
That's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
Let's go. Mustang 19. Go.
Here's O'Connell.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17.
It was Jamel Dean who came up to make the tackle.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, and you have to get the ball back. Everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands. Whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that was a 3rd and long run, and to me, that was just a wave the white flag kind of a situation. Obviously, they don't want to risk the chance of throwing it downfield and risking a turnover in this section of the field.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah.